Careful collection and handling of samples is important to ensure sample stability. The laboratory requires samples that closely represent the environment from which they were taken. To ensure consistency, sample handling, preservation, storage, and transportation procedures must be properly followed and accurately documented. We will provide specific sample bottles and preservatives for the tests you request. Bottles and preservatives are both labeled with instructions. Be sure to let us know if you have questions about sample collection procedures. When filling bottles, it is important to follow the instructions on the label. If the instructions require you to fill to overflowing, be sure to fill the container until there is no air space left. Attach the cap and make sure there aren't any air bubbles in the bottle. If the test requires you to fill the bottle to a certain mark, add the sample just to the mark on the label. If there is a preservative already in the bottle, be careful not to overfill because you can't pour out excess water. If the bottle doesn't have label instructions regarding how full to make it, simply fill it until it is almost full, leaving a small amount of space to add a preservative, if necessary, and for mixing. Some tests require an acid be added as a preservative. For example, if you are testing for metals, you will receive a bottle that has a metals label on it. You will also receive a vial of nitric acid. You will need to add the contents of the vial to the bottle before filling it with your sample. Put the cap on the bottle and invert it a few times to mix the acid with the sample. Acids are diluted to 17.5% for your safety. If you're sampling in the field, please place all used supplies in a bag and take it back with you. It's important to rinse the vial with water before discarding. If you have any questions about the handling of preservatives, consult the material safety data sheets with your order or call us for further details. Some bottles come with a preservative already in the bottle. For example, if you're testing for cyanide, we will have added sodium hydroxide pellets to your bottle. Do not dump out or discard the pellets. Simply fill this bottle with your sample, seal the cap, and invert the bottle a few times to dissolve the sodium hydroxide. Some bottles come with 2 preservatives. For example, if you are testing for mercury, you will receive a bottle with a few milligrams of potassium dichromate, an orange powder, in the bottle. You'll also receive a vial of nitric acid. Add the acid to the bottle containing the potassium dichromate. Finally, fill the bottle with your sample, seal, and invert a few times to mix. Not all samples require a preservative. Check the bottle label for complete instructions.